Let me know if it's too loud. Okay, there's some noise in here, and if it's too loud, I will turn it off. You guys can hear it, right? Let me know if it's too loud in here, okay? And yes, I'm in my celebration mode. I have fireworks on my eyes because it is the 4th of July. It is America's birthday. It's loud? It's not loud? You guys don't hear anything? You guys can't hear anything? Really? That's crazy because it is super loud in here to me. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. That's good that you guys can't hear anything. Cool. Background noise like a fan. Okay, so you can hear it, but it's fine. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, as long as you guys aren't bothered by it, I need it for at least 10 more minutes because it's warm in here, and you guys know summer has begun. Summer has really truthfully begun, and it is warm in here. Like outside I think it's like 90 something, and in here it was 70 something. So we can't have that. You guys know I'm Antarctica. Take me to Russia, drop me off, don't come back. Like even Russia is hot right now. Even Russia is facing 96 degrees in my old city in Voronezh. It is like 96 degrees in Russia right now. So, no, no. How are you? I'm not going to talk about how I am right now. That's not what we're here for because you guys don't want to know. You guys ask me that, but you guys don't truthfully want to know how I am. You guys don't. You don't. Because if I were to actually tell you how I am, you guys would be worried about me. You guys would be sending the police. You guys would be sending therapists. You guys would be saying that I need medication and I'm not going to tell you how I really am. You guys will never know. You never know. I'll never tell you. You never know. So, what I'm going to say is, I am fine. How are you all? He says, it's winter months for 9 months in Wyoming, but we do have about 3 weeks or so of 100-degree weather. So, you have 3 weeks of summer. And yeah, I mean, that's enough summer for me. Honestly, 3 weeks is enough. I mean, even 3 weeks is too long for me. I think 1 week, no, 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 no. Give me 2 weeks of summer and I'm good. After that, I'm like, okay, I'm done with it. It was nice while it lasted. Get out. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you next year. I'm not a summer person. You guys might be. I am not. I can't do it. Summer is not my deal. It's not my jam. I don't like being sticky. I don't like sweating. I don't like bugs. I don't like the sun in my eyes because you guys know I have my eye problem and it causes me migraines. I don't like feeling muggy. I don't like not being able to breathe when I walk outside because it's humid. I don't like summer. I don't like it. Like the for me, if spring was actually summer, I would be okay with spring being summer. You know what I mean? Like if summer was like spring, I would be okay with that because spring is enough. Like 70 degrees is enough for me. Like 70 degrees is like all right. I'm happy with 70. Anything above 77, I'm not happy. Vampires hate sun. Vampires don't exist. Autumn is my favorite too. Autumn or the dead of winter. I love the dead of winter. You give me the dead of winter, no leaves on the trees, wolves hunting, bears outside. I am happy. Give me the dead of winter. I want that. No mosquitoes. Sun barely comes out because it's always cloudy, it's always gray. Oh, that's my perfect weather. Give me gray, give me rain, give me what everybody calls depression weather. To me, that is beautiful weather. To me, that is happiness weather. When it's weather like that outside, I'm like, what's that song? Because I'm happy. That's me. I am so happy. And other people are like, I want to kill myself. You want to kill yourself? I'll watch. I'll watch. Just let me get a bowl of snacks first before you do so. But I'm happy in that weather. What about you guys? Are you guys happy or are you guys depressed in that weather? I am so happy in that weather. all you need is cold water. No, 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 Mr. Magnetic. No, because I don't like cold water. Cold water is not good for you. If you drink cold water, it's not good for you anyway. So don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Cold water is not good for you anyway. So no, I don't drink the cold water. No. Fionn, Amira, where is your favorite place to live? London, Liverpool. My favorite place I've ever lived was London because of the weather. The weather, well, and the people. The people are good too. So the weather, the people, the shopping, the scenery, London. For a girl like me who loves clouds and gray, and London is heaven. London is my heaven because it's always cloudy, it's always gray, it's always depression weather. It's wonderful. It's yeah. So hands down, London. I will live in London again, no problem. Um, yeah, I used to live in Colombia. It's beautiful, but it's tiring. You know, the bugs and the cocaine. I mean, it's just a lot of things going on all the time. You know what I mean? It's like one minute it's a mosquito, next thing you know it's a kilo. It's like mosquito, the kilos. I mean, it's just too much. I think London is the place for me. So yeah. What was the worst place I lived? Middle East. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Middle East. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Maybe not the Middle East. Maybe Miami. Miami. That was okay. Okay. Miami is worse than any other tropical place that I've ever lived in. Miami. Hands down, Miami. I can't believe I almost forgot that. And New York. New York, too. I hated New York. But Miami and New York. But Miami more than New York. Because Miami, the bugs, guys. The bugs. If you've ever been to Miami, they have roaches, cockroaches that fly. And when they fly too high, they pop in midair. They pop. Just suicide bombers. Al Qaeda. The Al Qaeda roaches. That's what they are. Al Qaeda roaches. Eh? You know the movie Scarface when he was talking about the cockroaches? That's what he was talking about. The Al Qaeda roaches. They're suicide bombers. I think they pop because they go too high, and I don't know. I don't know the reason why they pop, but they there there are roaches everywhere in Miami and New York. Even if you're the cleanest person in the world, you're going to get a roach every now and again. So I hated living in Miami. Number one, because of the humidity. Okay, the humidity. As a girl, we like to have nice hairstyles and everything. As soon as you go outside, your hair goes flat and then it gets sticky. And even though you just washed your hair, you gotta wash it again. It's disgusting. I hate it. I hate it. Miami is full of dirty money and dirty things. I don't like Miami. New York, New York is probably my second least favorite place to live because New York is too much of an emotional thing. I tell you why. You go down the street, you're walking down the street in New York, right? One minute you're like, what is that smell? That smells wonderful. And it's like pizza, and it's like this best pizza you ever had in your life, Italian food, and it's so good. And then you're walking, and then there's like a hot dog stand and a gyro stand. And then the next thing you know, another smell comes and you're like, and you're like heaving. And why? Because there's a whole mountain of garbage on the freaking sidewalk. Because that's how New York is. There's garbage everywhere, mountains of it, bigger than you, taller than you, and it smells. Because in New York, it's muggy and it's hot in the summer. So anyway, so it's like one minute you smell something good, and the next minute you're smelling something that makes you heave. You makes you dry heave, and then the rats. So not only are you walking past mountains of garbage, then the rat comes. Oh, and the rats are not afraid of you. The rats are bigger than cats and dogs. Do you know what I'm talking about? The rats are bigger than cats. And the rats walk up to you as if they're charging you for being on the sidewalk. Like they're the toll police, like they're charging the toll or something. They walk up to you. It's crazy. No, 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 no. No, no, no. So Miami and New York City, get me away from them. But outside of New York City, New York is an amazing place. People forget that New York is an actual state and that New York City is not everything in New York, because Albany is beautiful. Buffalo, beautiful. There's so many beautiful places in New York, but you only hear about New York City. Long Island, beautiful. But you'll never hear about those places because all people think about when you hear about New York is New York City. So, New Jersey, rats in tiny hats moving like alley cats. Okay, Dr. Seuss. Says sweater weather over sweaty weather. I'm with you. I'm with you. Hi, Caucasian Sasquatch. Hello. Huge cockroaches there. I know. I know. And the thing about New York is that you would pay so much money to live in a piece of crap half of a room. It's not even a room. You live in like a closet, like China style. You live in like a closet for those who don't have money. You live in a closet, and then you'll be sharing the closet with the roaches, and the roaches aren't paying rent. And yet you have the roaches and then the rats. The rats are also coming because the rats follow the roaches. So wherever the roaches go, the rats follow. And for some reason, you gotta share your house with all those things. You have to share your house with those critters. You'll never not have a pet in New York. You'll always have a pet. That's all I'm saying. You'll always have a pet. You'll never be lonely. You'll never be alone. Oh, and don't even mention the bed bugs. I've never had them. Never. Thank God I never had that. But these are the things I'm talking about. You said all roaches have wings, but why don't all of them fly? Why is it that the ones in Miami tend to fly more than the other ones? I don't know. I've seen other places where you have bugs and critters, but never in my life have I ever seen something that's so disgusting as in Miami. And these are nice places, guys. Mind you, I don't hang out in alleys. You've never seen me in a place that's not clean. I don't hang out in dirty places. And yet you still see those bugs. Okay? No, no, thank you. It's not like I'm hanging out in some area where, it's like suspicious areas. I don't. I've only hung out in nice upper class areas. And even then, the bugs are there. Disgusting. Disgusting. Mm-mm. Have you ever been to Greece? I may have a project happening there soon. Greece. No, I was in Cyprus. I went to Cyprus, but never Greece. Yeah, I've never been to Greece. I've been to Cyprus, though. Cyprus is close, so. And Cyprus is the island of cats. It's wonderful. That island is so nice because there's so many cats all over the island of Cyprus. And they're all so lovely. You can sit out there and be with them, and oh my gosh, you can take one home easily. Hi, Erin. She says Alberta, Canada declared war on rats in the 1950s. There are no rats in Alberta, allegedly. Well, if you don't count their president. Hello, Fionn. What do you think of Idaho? Idaho is nice. Idaho, if I could live in Idaho, I would. But the thing is, there's nothing there. You know what I mean? That's the only thing, is like there's nothing really there. But it's based, the people there tend to be, Republican, tend to be conservatives, tend to be hardworking, good people that just want to have a good life and see their children forward. Potato farming is huge there, of course. We all know that. So, Idaho is nice. Sounds like the roaches are excited for the 4th of July. they're the they're the fireworks. They're the real fireworks. Roach legs everywhere. Oh, all cats are bastards. They don't like you either, Samael. They don't like you. They said you're slippery and slithery and slimy, so they don't like you either. So don't worry about it. The feeling is mutual. By Amita, the Oz hand warmer. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I don't need a hand warmer, but whatever. Oh, thank you, Aunt. He says, oh, yeah, those are all over Florida, not just Miami. They are palmetto bugs. Oh, so they actually have a name. Look, uh, palmetto sounds like a nice, classy name for such a disgusting bug. Okay, let me tell you. No, 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 no. Yeah, I told you you're not allowed to come here today. You, I am not letting you on my channel. I'm not. You think you're coming here, but you're not. I didn't welcome you here. Go. I'm not letting them see you. I'm not ready. It's not about you. So, you see I'm busy, right? You see. Oh, guys, give me a second, please. Just give me one moment. One moment. I didn't say, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to escort you out, and that's going to be the end of that. That I'm escorting you out. No, no, no.
Okay, so while we wait, folks, how y'all doing? Just thought I'd jump up here and say hello. Okay, are we? Oh, okay, I got you. And here we go.
Okay, first of all, I think that it's time for me to be here because you have been holding me in the shadows for way too long. Okay? Okay. It's about time that you show some appreciation for me because I have been the one that has given you all of your inspiration. Who better to do Larry's list than me? Why? Why would you think that 4th of July I would allow you, racist Amira, to take over my show? This is my show, okay? This is completely my show. It is the 4th of July, and I will not have any slander, okay? First of all, what we're going to do today is we're going to change this channel around. We are going to bring back the real values of America, which are clearly diversity, inclusion, and acceptance. Because we all know that we are the ones who stole this land from the Indians. And they want to be called Indians, by the way. They don't like being called Native Americans. Do they? Let me check Google. I don't want to be offensive. I don't want to be offensive. Native Americans. You guys, delete that. You guys didn't hear that. Native Americans. So what we're going to do today is forget about whatever Amira is talking about. We need to focus on the true value of America, and that is in her diversity. Diversity is our strength. I'm happy to see you all. And let me tell you guys something. What I will not do is tolerate people like Jacob. Okay, Jacob. I know she calls you Jakub, but your real name is Jacob. I already know. I will not tolerate Jacob. And Mr. Renegade, I will not tolerate your guys' racism. I have been in the shadows watching you all. I've been watching you all. Oh, yes. Erin, you as well, girl. You as well. Miss Laura, I will not tolerate this. I won't tolerate this. So what I'm going to do right now in celebration, I can't believe she put this stupid flag behind me. Okay. Forget this, whatever's happening back here. This is not my opinion. This is not my view. She did this. This is not me. All right. So I would like to give you guys some news before she comes back. I want to give you guys news before she comes back. I'm going to read Larry's list the way that it should be read. Okay? Here we go. In politics, the DOJ plans to continue harassing Trump even if he wins in November, and I believe that that is the right thing that we need to do. Trump is the exact opposite of what we need in this country. We need people who are accepting, loving, caring, and respectful. And clearly, so according to the DOJ, who believe that they can somehow prosecute, convict, and imprison Trump, which has already been done, duh, you guys are still going to vote for a felon? Losers. Anyway, how they can somehow prosecute, convict, and imprison Trump via various federal criminal cases between Election Day and Coronation Day if he wins the election, which he definitely will not. Listen, Joe Biden was having a bad day. He was having a bad day, and I have proof. Joe Biden actually tweeted the day after the horrific debate. I know he wasn't his best that day, but he actually tweeted, and I'm going to tell you exactly what Joe Biden said, because Joe Biden, he has his days. I'm not saying that he's the best ever. I'm just saying that he's the best that we have right now, okay? He's better than Trump, and that's just what it is. So let me show you what our president said. Our president said the day after the awful debate, he said, "I might not debate as well as I used to, but I do know how to tell the truth." And that is all that matters. That's all that we need in this nation. We need truth tellers. And there were no fact checkers during the debate. Trump was lying. He was, oh my God. It just makes me so emotional. Okay, all right. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna focus on this. Okay. I just hate lies being promoted in the media, and this is why I hate Abira so much. But anyway, so it says the DOJ reportedly has a long-standing policy to not criminally charge or prosecute a sitting president. But there is nothing stopping them from going after the president-elect. And I believe I can't believe that America would vote for a felon. You know what I mean? At least Joe Biden doesn't have any felonies. He has a clean criminal record. I know his son is messing up a little bit, but I mean, don't we all, right? We all mess up a little bit. I mean, I've had my days at the parties and the raves, and Amir doesn't know about that, but so As long as Joe Biden, our president, doesn't have any felonies, I think that he should be the president that we vote for. And the SCOTUS has said that Trump has limited immunity. And thank you, SCOTUS. Days ago, the SCOTUS sided with Trump. Oh, wait, what? What do you mean, sided with Trump? They granted him limited immunity. I thought that meant that he has none. The 6-3 decision overturned a lower court's ruling to the ire of his Democrat prosecutors who argued that Trump tried to stop Biden's certification. Trump has immunity for all official acts that he committed while in office, which will likely affect the false charges of election interference, which is not true. I don't know who wrote this article. That is completely wrong. None of those charges of election interference were false. First of all, it has been proven in the court that he actually won fair and square. Okay? So for any of you sore losers, you guys are sore losers, just like your leader Trump. Trump is a sore loser, and something snapped in him the day when he lost. He just can't handle losing. That's what it is. He can't handle it. That's all that is. And you guys are being just like him. So I recommend not being on the losing side, be on the winning side. Anyway, a 6-3 decision overturned a lower court ruling to the ire of his Democrat prosecutors, which we're still going to win anyway, who argued that Trump tried to stop Biden's certification and Trump has immunity for all the official acts that he committed while in office, which will likely affect the false charges of election interference that are looming over him. This ruling also applies to past and future presidents as well. Trump celebrated the ruling on Truth Social, saying, and I quote, "Big win for our Constitution and democracy. Proud to be an American." We all know that Trump is only a Republican because he knows that Republicans are stupid enough to follow him. We already know that. He said that. It's true. He did. He said that he would be Republican. He would be on the Republican side because he knew that Republicans would be stupid enough to believe him. Yeah, because Democrats are actually the side of the educated. So just so you guys know. We're the side of the educated. And Rachel, being my best friend, she knows. Like, me and her are like this. I know her and Amira kind of go at it, but I am so on Rachel's side. Now, again, we have here LGBT. Oh, LGBT news? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's begin. A judge order has made Biden's pro-trans Title IX changes even weaker. What? Following a string of new state challenges and legal victories against Biden's pro-trans Title IX changes, the U.S. District Judge John Brooms has ruled that Biden's executive order is in fact arbitrary, and the Biden administration must now decide if any attempts to enforce the order is even worth the effort. I side with the LGBT, okay? I'm not LGBT myself, although I did kiss a girl, like a long time ago. I did kiss a girl. But I am an ally. I'm an ally to that community, and I believe that you people, you conservatives, you Trump maggots, I think that you guys are very hateful for you guys to try to take away the rights of the LGBT, okay? The article continues saying, in his 47-page ruling, Brooms ruled that the executive order violated the Free Speech and Religious Freedom Acts and rights of parents and students who reject the trans agenda. I can't stand this type of things. Judge Brooms expanded on his ruling, saying, and I quote, "It is not hard to imagine that under the final rule, an industrious older teenage boy may simply claim to identify as female to gain access to the girls' showers, dressing rooms, or locker rooms so that he can observe his female peers disrobe and shower. That would never happen. I don't understand why people. Okay, I listen. These are like the worst case scenarios, and I don't know. Everybody always claims that this is something that these maggots always say. These are things that never happen. Okay, there've only been like 12 cases of men who were actually predators that were in showers and bathrooms of girls. But that was only like 12 cases, okay? 12 cases is nothing, okay? That rarely happens. The majority of them just want to be girls, and they actually are girls. I mean, let's be real, they actually are girls. Like, I'm not going to say that they're not. They actually are. So, yeah. I cannot I need to grab the door. I will be right back. I, I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I'm sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I listen. We have been. You guys wonder why I've been late this week? Do you guys wonder why I've been late this week? This is the this is the crap that I've been having to deal with. This is stuff that I've been having to deal with because I promised myself that I would never let her show her stupid face here. I told you guys I would never let it happen. What did I miss? Shit. Okay. The news. Did you guys hear the news? You guys heard it. Okay, so here we go. The news is good. The news is good this week, saying that Trump actually has limited immunity, which is good. But I really think that Trump should be granted full immunity. Why? Because the things that he did as president, those are things that he did to aid America, not to, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm out of it. He said, Amira, you hang out with Rachel for far too long. I tell you what, she is the reason why I can actually think the way that I can think. She's the only reason why. Because all I have to do is think like Rachel, and Heather just comes naturally. We are in support of them. We are It's so easy to switch codes like that. But the only problem is that YouTube, even if I came on YouTube and I promised YouTube that I'm a raging liberal now and that I'm no longer a conservative and this flag means nothing behind me, even if I did that today, YouTube would never believe me. Because I wanted to do it because I was like, okay, I want I want to be able to be on YouTube freely. I do. I want to be able to be free here, and I want to be able to, not have banning and shadow banning and all that. I want to, but I can't because YouTube will never believe me. Even if I came up here and said, I'm a raging liberal now, they'll never believe me. Hey, no, get off my channel. Get off. See, listen, you are my cousin. You can't say that. No puedes decir eso. Okay? Vaya. Rachel is Heather. Seriously. Seriously. If you really want to get real, BTK, she really is Heather. She really is. And we're supposed to be hanging out tomorrow. Can you guys believe? Me and Rachel tomorrow celebrating America's birthday, the birth of America. Now, me and her will be celebrating two different things, of course, as you guys know. I'm celebrating America as I know America, the Constitution, the story of America, what she was born on, and how we need to get back to those things that America was founded on. That's what I'm celebrating. She's celebrating something completely different. See, I'm going to have my Trump flag with me when I go see fireworks. My Trump flag is going to be flying because I also have a truck. Did you guys know that? I also have a pickup truck. I got a pickup truck and I got a lift kit and I got a flagpole. I still haven't flown my flag yet because California is the way it is. But I got a pickup truck. I got a flat. I got a lift kit. My pickup truck is huge. It's like, I don't even know how many feet. I don't know how many feet and how I can explain it to you. But this thing is lifted to the point so you can see the shocks. You can see the shocks underneath it. Oh my God, it's amazing. So anyway, I got a truck, got a lift kit, and I got a flagpole. But I haven't put my flag on there yet. Tomorrow, this baby is gonna be flying high as we ride down the street. And I dare somebody to mess with me on the 4th of July. You will not mess with me on the 4th of July. I am proud. So we're going to have the American flag on one side, on one flagpole, and we're going to have the Trump flag on the other. And there you go. Happy 4th of July. I'm excited. So Rachel might not want to ride with me for that reason, because she seeing this flag, she's going to be like, no. How are we going to go to Starbucks to get our mocha choca latte? How are we going to go to Starbucks before the fireworks if you have that flag, Amira? So she might not want to ride with me, but who cares? Yeehaw! Do you guys remember? Okay, wait. Do you guys remember when I told you guys I feel more American than a lot of Americans do? Do you guys remember when I told you that? I was serious. I was dead serious about that. Now wait, hear me out. I feel more American than a lot of Americans do. And because of that, I put my flags like this. I have the American flag on one side and the Trump flag on the other. But when other Trumpers see me, they don't see an American. They don't look at me and see American, okay? When other Trumpers look at me, they see me as a problem, okay? I'm the problem. I'm the reason why this country is going down. So I have to defend myself against the Trumpers too. But let's be real. When I have this flag flying down the road, when I have this flag, I get a lot of honks by people passing by, honks, thumbs upping me, giving me fist bump, all of that. But then I also have many people honking their horns to give me the finger. So anyway, yeah, seriously. Commie zombie, seriously, you are a terrorist. You're a terrorist. Darian says, hi, Darian. He says, I'm a Trumper. You're not the problem, Amira. But that's not the point, Darian. When people see me, they don't see Trumper. They see, they don't see, you know what I mean? And I'm sure that some Black people get the same thing too. I'm sure many Latinos get the same thing too, because any minority is supposed to be on the other side. And most minorities are, let's be real. Even Muslims, which makes me so livid. How you as a Muslim, you as a Christian, you as a person that believes in the book, in any holy book, how could you ever be on that side? How could you? And then go to your church, your mosque, your temple, your synagogue, whatever you go to, and then claim to be, all holy and praying to God, but yet you're a Democrat. I don't understand how some people can actually still seriously say that they believe in their religion, that they follow the book, and still vote Democrat, knowing all the stuff that they're doing right now, and you still vote for them, and then you claim that you're religious. Oh yeah, I'm a Christian. I'm a Muslim. You're not. No, you're not. Give it up. Give it up. You've traded yourself. You've sold your soul. Give it up. That's how I feel. I'm sorry, I ranted a little bit. I don't mean to rant, but it just, there's just something about that, because knowing how these people are, knowing that the left is the party of Samuel, I stopped, right, Samuel? I didn't say it. I'm going to say it. I'm saying it, Samuel. I'm saying it because I can't hold it back. Knowing that the left is the party of diaper diddlers, knowing that the left is the party of diaper sniffers, knowing that the left is the party of, how could you then be with them and then call yourself a religious person? No, 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 no. It just doesn't. BTK says Trump flag lets you into the MAGA party. Well, yeah, I think so. I think so. Um, I don't know. I mean, I want to say yes if I don't have my hair covered. But you guys know how I typically dress. You guys know I typically dress like la, 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 la. I typically dress like that because I prefer to dress like that. Forgive me. Forgive me. I'm not a jeans and a t-shirt girl. I'm just not. I am dress girl. I wear dresses every day or skirt. I'm in a skirt or a dress every day almost. And if I do wear pants, they are Arabic or Indian Punjabi style pants. So I just don't wear American clothing. So every time they see me, all they see is, yeah. And I tell them, listen, I dress like this because I'm conservative and I like to cover my body. I don't like my full body out. I don't like to be shown. But trust and believe, I am nowhere near those people. I'm nowhere near being one of them. That's why I think like this could be a lesson for some conservatives out there. Don't judge all the brown people that you see. Don't think that just because they're dressed a certain way that they follow that party of diaper sniffers. Okay? I would never be a part of the diaper sniffer party. Okay? You guys understand that, right? I am not a part of the toddler diddlers. I'm not a part of that, and I will never be. And anybody who claims that they are decent, moral, religious, God fearing, and they are a part of that group, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You're a liar. You should catch fire every time you step into a religious establishment. You should. You should catch on fire. Because there's no reason why you could know all the things that these people are doing and then still, oh, when it's voting day, oh, blue no matter who. Blue no matter who? Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. And then when your child gets touched, don't come back saying, I can't believe it happened. Oh, you can't? They are the party of trafficking. They are the party of Epstein. They are the party of. But you know what? I'm not even going to say that much because there are a lot of Republicans that have been caught in those parties as well. Hence the reason why I'm not a Republican either. But one thing is for certain, Republicans are less of those types than Democrats, that's for sure. So, because I also hate when people say that my party is the best party, because let's be real, the only party that American elite care about is the money party. The money party, the green party, if you will. Even the Republicans that we have in office who we think are, same as us, they are just saying what we want to hear and they're doing whatever they want behind our backs because the money is too good. So I can't even say that there's never been Republicans that haven't done it. But the reason why I support Republicans more than Democrats is because at least Republicans have the decency to not support that garbage out loud in front and to try to promote it to schools and children and so on. At least you have the decency to do that. If you're gonna be dirty, be it in the shadows, be away in some creepy closet somewhere. But these people, these Democrats, they are bold. They go out there to people's schools. They'll go to your schools and still promote that garbage. And I'm just like, man, you are so bold. You don't really think that bullets can hit you? You really think that bullets won't penetrate your head, your skull? Why do you think that you can touch people's children and just walk away the next day? Why do you think that you can promote such dirty ideologies and just live to see another day? Just walk around. They're so bold. And no, Dex, it's even worse than Delulu. They are bold. They do it in front of our faces. They put flags in their classrooms talking about sexual. They're trying to teach children about all these identities and sex and blah blah blah. And I'm like, so you think that you can do that to our kids and just see another day? Just live life, keep waking up every day, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep, wake up. No, no. You're going to sleep and waking up is going to be cut short. I'm sorry. Especially if you, but okay, I'm going to keep it to myself because if I say something else, then it's going to be, and Samuel's going to be mad at me and say that I'm going to get in problems. So I'll keep it to myself. I stopped, Samuel. I stopped. You saw that. I stopped. I didn't keep going. I didn't. Wood chipper. Feet first. Feet first. The wood chipper can't move slow enough. Can't move slow enough. How slow can a wood chipper go without stalling? That's my question. That's the thing that I need to put inside of Google. How slow can a wood chipper go without stalling, without causing it to stall? I wonder how many revolutions per minute can we go without stalling? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. That I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that I would ever put something in a wood chipper slowly. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's a question that I think is all on everybody's mind. And they take the U.S. flag out. They took the U.S. flag out. They took out any religion because they said it's not right to push ideology on children. But then they put up the faggot flag. So they said, we can't have ideologies pushed on children. We can't have religions pushed on children in school. But now what we're going to do is push our ideology on your children. You took out one ideology to put in another. So no. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just ranting. I'm ranting, and this is not what we're supposed to be talking about. This stream is supposed to be about Joe Biden admitting that he is not fit. This is supposed to be about Joe Biden's tweet saying that he understands that he is not the debater that he used to be or something like that, as if he ever was good at debating. Let's be real. He's never had a sharp mind. He has never, even when he was young. Have you guys seen his old debates when he was like, I don't know, young, when he was like 30? Did you guys see his old debates? He was even slow back then. Even back then, he wasn't the quickest to come with a comeback. And every time he did come with a comeback, what was it? Let's say it all together. Every time Joe Biden came back with a quick comeback, what was it, class? A lie. A lie. A fabrication. Good, class. Good. Fabrication. An illusion. There you go. Like him saying that he was at the top of his class when he was in college, when he was in university. I was at the top of my class. Anytime he's able to come back quick, he comes with a lie. We all know that. We all know that. And so every time, and what else was the other thing that he said? I was at the top of my class. Oh, I grew up in the black church. Oh, my kitchen table back in Scranton, Ohio. Was it Ohio or where was it? I don't know where it is. Scranton somewhere. My kitchen table, my father sat me down at the table and told me that I grew up in a black church. Well, I grew up in a Puerto Rican neighborhood. Did you really? And then after that, it was also put out a video where he said when he was younger, before he started all these other lies, that he had admitted that he had never grown up around minorities. He said, and I quote, I didn't grow up around minorities, so I don't understand their struggle. Quote it. And then later on, he says, I grew up in the Puerto Rican community. I grew up in the black church. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut it. Sorry, guys. My My charger needs to be connected. Please hold while I transfer your call. Hold on. I'll be fast. Okay, there we go. So yeah, and it's like every time he comes with a good comeback or a fast comeback, it's a darn lie. And now with the whole Hunter Biden laptop thing, did you guys see what Trump said in the debate? He even told him. He said the only reason because Biden was like, "Oh, you're a felon. You're this." And Trump smiled. Trump said, "The only reason I'm a felon is because you haven't been investigated at properly. If you were investigated, you'd be a felon too." This guy, he said, "Oh, that's the reason why your son is now having the troubles that he's having, because when you finally get investigated, you guys get convicted." But and then the charge, oh my gosh, Joe Biden. Did you guys remember? Now, I wanted to talk to you guys about this a long time ago, like when it actually happened, but I never got the chance because last weekend I couldn't come to you guys last weekend. But do you guys remember in the beginning, right? I think it was like the first or second question. The interviewer or the host gave the question. Trump waited for Biden to answer. Biden, in the middle of his answer, had a stroke. He was, we're in a situation where, his idea of putting a sentence together is putting the things that he's used to saying, those things that how normal people say how you know how people when they don't know what to say they'll say uh his is we're in a situation where that's his idea of you guys understand what I'm saying? You guys understand, right? The Japanese go eto, the Mexicans say este, Americans say Arabs say everybody has a way of saying Joe Biden's is we're in a situation where we find ourselves in a situation where stop it, Joe Biden, just stop it. Stop. And another thing is you could tell that Joe Biden had an earpiece in his ear because you could tell that's part of the reason anyway, part of it. The reason why he was so messed up is because he was trying to listen to whatever the person was saying in his ear and trying to repeat that. But while he's trying to repeat it, the other person is still talking. So I think that's another reason why he was unable to get out full sentences aside from his mental aside from that. But I think that's another reason. He had something in his ear trying to tell him something. Chinese say that's Koreans. Koreans say nega. The Korean word nega means I think it means mine or I or something like that. It's a possessive term. It's a possession term. Nega. Now, when when Americans or English speaking people hear Asians say nega, they're like, I knew they were racist. I knew they were racist all along. And let me tell you, Asians are some of the most racist people you ever meet. You think white people are racist, black people? You don't know anything about Asians, okay? You don't think that they're racist just because you don't understand them. You don't understand what they're talking about. But nega is not a bad term. Nega is actually a word in Korean. It's a proper word, proper term. So I'll have you guys know. He says, my bad. It's okay. A lot of people don't know, but that's Korean. It says it's used as a stall out. No, I've never heard people, not Koreans. Korean stall word would be, what is their stall word? Oh, wait. I know it. I have it. Not sumida. It would be, I don't know. I forgot. I have to listen to Korean speak again. I haven't. It's not in my head right now. Hi, Joyce. Nice to see you, Joyce. Welcome in. I've been good. Koreans, run away if you understand Korean. Koreans are like, I'm like, nigga, what? Nigga. They like rooftops. Koreans? Base Korean. I listen, I'm not going to comment on that. I don't know if they like rooftop parties like us. I'm not gonna say that they do. Okay, I'm not gonna accuse them of being like us, and they might not be. So Dick says Asians hate us the most. Dex, thank you. Thank you. You think there's so many people out there and they're teaching children, like, there's so many, I'm sorry to say this, there's so many Black or African American people in America that teach children that the white man is a devil, that the white man hates them the most, that the white man is the one who's going to hold them down. You're teaching them the wrong thing. Because the truth is, if Asians really had the chance to do it, they would be the ones doing it. Asians hate pretty much everybody. Let's just be real. Asians think that they are the best people in the whole wide world. They believe that their people are preferred, that they have the genetic code to make it into the future with their. But guess what? So did Hitler, huh? Hitler thought the same thing, didn't he? Well, we don't call him Hitler. We call him Gitler. Gitler, because in Russian there is no H, so we say Gitler instead of Hitler. But whatever. There is no H in Russian. So, yeah. You'll never see he, ha, ha in Russian. It's only gi, ga, ga. The laughing emoji is not ha, ha, it's ga, ga in Russian. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. It's true. I'm not lying. It's true. Just like for Latinos, for Spanish, it's J, because there's no H. But there is an H, but it doesn't work. The H in Spanish doesn't work. It's just, yeah. Anyway, for Latinos, it's J, right? So it'll be ja, 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 ja. Well, in Russian, it's ga, ga. Gi, gi, ga, ga. But anyway, okay, let's have a real conversation, okay? The real conversation, the reason we're in a situation where yeah, we're in a situation, Joe. We are definitely in a situation. Let me share this thing with you guys now. Hold on. What? Oh, I see what you're saying, Skyfall. He says crazy. This guy came back from, I think, China, and what he heard was people say ordering food, one chicken, nigga, and so on. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. So for Chinese, yeah, okay, that it is a term. Okay, I got it. But in Korean, it's a real word, and Americans have heard Koreans saying that word and they thought it was something else. But as for it being a in China, you might be right. You might be right. So I'll give that to you, because I know that it. Oh, what are you guys doing for 4th of July? Tell me what you guys are doing for 4th of July. Asians are the most and least spiritual at the same time. I don't know about that. I see what you're saying, but if you ever see monks, you will never see a more spiritual person than an Asian monk. Okay, when they really get into it, they really get into it. Because have you guys seen the videos online? There are monks that have reached the peak of their monkhood, and once they reach the peak, they suicide themselves. They kill themselves, but they do it in ways that are beautiful, you could say. One such suicide I watched was a monk who had reached the peak of his spiritualhood, and he was ready to let himself go, because once they reach the peak, they don't want to be in this world anymore. That's just the way it is. So once they reach it, they want to leave this world, and that's what they do. They let themselves out through suiciding themselves. One such monk that I saw, he took himself out via fire. Okay, he put himself in meditation so deep that when he set himself on fire, or when the people set him on fire, I think he's the one who told them when to do it, or I'm not sure, but he was in meditation so deep that he didn't even flinch as he was burning to death. He was burning to death, but he never flinched. He never felt anything, because When you're so spiritual and so strong in your mind controls everything. You know what I mean? Your mind tells you that you're in pain. And if you tell your mind we're not in pain and we're leaving and this is a good thing and we want to be out of here, you won't feel pain. But that takes such strong it takes a strong mind to be able to, I don't know. I can't. But anyway, it was a beautiful thing to watch. It was a beautiful thing to watch this man burn to death. But it was a beautiful thing to watch this man make himself fried dumpling. So he made himself a fried dumpling. But I'm just saying, it was a beautiful thing to watch. I know it's a bad thing to say, and I know that Google is watching me like, we always knew you Arabs were sick. No, it was a beautiful thing because that is a person who has reached the peak of, you know what I mean, that spirituality, and he's ready to go. He wants to leave this world and he lets go. But anyway, BTK says the Hudson River Macy's fireworks from my nephew's penthouse on a pier in the Hudson. That's beautiful. That's a wonderful thing. Skyfall, if it helps, English. I know you spelled that wrong on purpose. Go to the naughty corner. Go to the naughty corner right now. Right, march your hiney over to the naughty corner right now. English is my third language. Yes, it is, but don't spell it that way. I can spell it right. Oh, that was my point, Lowe's. The monks and the religious are super spiritual, but many common Asians are materialistic to the point of no return. They are so materialistic. Oh my god. Do you guys remember I said this and I got that reaction video from that girl? That Asian girl made a reaction video on me saying that Asian women are not the biggest gold diggers. I said, yes, they are. If anybody, if any race can be contributed to materialism, it's Asians. Asians are the most materialistic, and it didn't used to be that way. This is the new Asian. Okay? They are the most materialistic people. You go to China right now. If any of you guys have been to China recently, I have. Well, I went like a couple years ago, but still, China. You go to China right now, all the city girls in China, when you want to date or marry or what have you, they don't say things like, you know, what is your idea of a perfect future or a perfect marriage? They don't ask you questions that actually mean something. What are the questions that they ask you? What kind of car you drive? How much money you make? What kind of car you drive? As if the car is going to be the thing that makes your marriage good. The car. Huh? How much money you make? What kind of bank account you have? You have black card? It's not a black card, Ling Ling. It is an African American card. I will not let you be racist on my book. It's not a black card. It's an African American card, and you will not call it anything different from that, okay? It's African American. But nonetheless, these are the type of women that are in China. And you're going to tell me that Asian girls are not the most materialistic? I mean, even if other races of girls are thinking it, they're not going to say that. What kind of car you drive? How much money you have? Come on, really? Oh my goodness. But anyway. Cool cat. Twerk for me. Twerk for me. Oh, what was the part of the debate? Did you guys see this part? Whoa, you had sex with a porn star while your wife was in the middle of she was pregnant with your son. He couldn't even get out the sentence right. He couldn't even get out the sentence. The middle of get your lies straight, Joe Biden. Get it straight. Hmm? What did Donald Trump say? He said, I never had sex with a porn star. I never had sex with a porn star. I'm like, this is the type of presidential debate that we're having. This is the type of subject that America is just dying to know. America is just dying to know if Donald Trump had sex with a porn star 18 years ago. Yeah. That's what we're all dying to know as America, because this is going to determine whether we put you in the presidential office or not. Did you have sex with a porn star? I did not have sex with a porn star. Okay, my wife is the best porn star ever. I don't need another porn star, especially not a horse face porn star. I have the most sexiest woman, Melania, in the world. Okay, that's all I need. Oh, what was the other lie, Joe Biden? Here it is. Oh, well, you said the military were a bunch of suckers and losers. No, you're the sucker. You're the loser. My son, he was in the military, and you're the sucker. You're the loser. You know, he got that from the earpiece because everybody knows that Biden would never remember something like that. Those were the extreme leftists screeching in his ear, "Oh my God! Don't let Trump win! Bring up the fact that he was talking about the military. Bring up the fact that he called the military losers and suckers." And Trump gave the most beautiful, beautiful response. Why do I still have twerk for Trump on this? But Trump gave the most beautiful response. What did he say? Why would you think you got to do the fingers when you talk like Trump? You got to do. Why would you think that I would be in a group full of generals and lieutenants and high up officials and then say that they are losers and suckers? And he has a point. What Put yourself in the mindset. Put yourself in that position. If somebody is speaking to a bunch of high ranking military, they're not going to say something so stupid like that. Biden even lied about his golf handicap. And Trump said, I won something on the golfing thing, and it wasn't even the senior competition, it was the regular competition, and I won. Now I think Trump was lying there. Okay, listen, I love Trump too. Okay, but we're not gonna act like Trump doesn't exaggerate. Okay, and I think he exaggerated there. Okay, stop it. And their golf handicap. Seriously, seriously. Kesudo says, "What if I told you? I forget what I told you." No, no, Kesudo. He's gonna be like, we're in a situation where we're in a situation where we're in a situation where I forgot what the situation is. Oh my. Biden, just give it up. Just give it up. Just stop. Stop. I never had sex with a porn star, but if I did, I didn't. But if I did, she wouldn't say that she had any complaints, okay? Little Trump is the greatest, okay? Little Trump is actually the biggest Trump, okay? No, Trump. No, my daddy Trump. I don't want to hear about this. I don't want to hear. Everybody says so, okay? I've never had a complaint. I've never had a complaint. The greatest and huge, okay? It is huge. The biggest you ever seen. No. Oh no, please don't. I don't want to think about my perfect daddy Trump this way, okay? We're not going to talk about my daddy like this, okay? I'm not, okay? It is 4th of July. We are not going to disrespect my daddy like that. Okay. Not on Queen Elizabeth's internet. We will not do that, okay? We are going to behave. Oh my gosh. Keela, hi Keela. He says, I love how Biden literally just lied and now his party wants him to step down. What's the worst part? This whole 6 years, because this isn't even just 4 years. People are saying, oh, it's 4 years of lies. It's 6 years of lies because they were trying to push Biden back in 2015. Okay. 6 years of lies, or not 2015. I'm sorry. Not that was wrong. 2018. 2018. Yeah, 2018, 2019. They were trying to push Biden. Okay. They were saying there's nothing wrong with Biden. He has a stutter. He just has a stutter. That doesn't mean that he's not mentally sharp. He just has a stutter, and that causes him to not speak right. There's nothing wrong with Joe Biden, okay? And anybody who says that something is wrong with him is not homophobic. What is it called? Handicap phobic, or what is it called? Ableist. So whatever words they're making up, they just make up words. Whoever says that there's something wrong with Joe Biden is ableist and who's making fun of a person with a handicap, which is a stutter. Okay, for 6 years they've been telling us that. 6 years, nothing's wrong with him. He's fine. Videos come out. This man gets in a group of people. The group of people is right here on the left. You guys looking at me. The group of people is here on my left. Okay, there's nobody over here on the right side. Nobody. The group of people here. Group of people, nothing. What does Joe Biden do? He gets into a group of people. He sees them, the group of people, and then he goes to the right where there's no one. And hello, sticks his hand out to shake hands with nothing, with air. How are you going to explain that, CNN? He was just practicing. He was practicing for later. He had a speech to prepare for it. His handlers had to come and escort him away from his invisible audience, from his audience of ghosts, his ghost audience. They had to physically escort him away from Casper. But we're supposed to believe, come on, stop it. Just stop it. And the thing is, Trump, the best thing that Trump could have done, which he did, and I'm so proud of him. This is the reason why I said I'm so proud of Trump. Trump made me so proud because he didn't interrupt him. He didn't make fun of him being mentally unaware. He let Joe Biden speak and he let him show himself. He let him happen. And I love that. I was like, Trump, thank you. Because in the past debates, Trump was interrupting. Anytime that there was some silent time, he would interrupt because he was like, he has a lot to say. Trump always has a lot to say. So he was interrupting all the time, and we weren't able to see Joe Biden's handicap as much as we saw it this time. This time, you guys saw, Trump stayed quiet. Biden, I was like, you know what? Good. I was like, good, Trump. Let people hear him. Let people hear him loud and clear without you interrupting at all. Biden sees dead people. Neil says, the guy he fired later claims he heard Trump say suckers and losers. 19 other people in the room said no, including John Bolton, who is not a Trump fan. And then Biden said, oh, you fired that guy because you were mad that he said what he said. Wait, wouldn't you be mad too? Wouldn't you be mad that you're so incompetent? Apparently, that guy who said that thing about Trump wasn't even highly liked. He wasn't liked, and he wasn't somebody of upstanding character in the military. So people were happy to see him go. So I'm like, you're going to believe one person who's probably a Trump hater versus 19 other people in a room who said that never happened. You're going to believe that one? No, come on. And especially knowing how Trump is, you don't even need to have it on video, to have extreme. Use your common sense. If you're in a group of generals and high-ranking people, you think Trump is really going to say something that's stupid? And do you really think that Trump feels that way about the military, knowing how he feels about this country? Come on. Trump could be anywhere right now. Trump could be on the biggest and best beach. He could be on the best beach ever right now. He could be living his dream with Melania prancing around in a bikini. He does not have to be there. He does not have to be on stage with Joe. He doesn't have to be there. You think Trump wanted to be there? I don't think so. I'd rather believe the billionaire who came in and lost money from being president than the people who come in there broke and become rich. I'd rather believe him, the person that doesn't need that job, the person who's not even a politician, who's having to be a politician now. I'd rather believe him than the lifelong politician who's been in office since his 30s or late 20s and hasn't done nothing. has nothing to show for it. Joe Biden has nothing to show for it except for the 94 crime bill. Wasn't it? Wasn't that the one he was in? The crime bill? That was before my time. I wasn't alive, so forgive me. But I'd rather listen to the person who actually has something to show for his life and the person who has to show for something in politics. Trump was in politics for 4 years and he has shown more than Joe Biden. Joe Biden in his 30 something years in politics. Come on. No, no, no. I would rather believe the person who's not a politician than the lifelong politician who hasn't changed anything in this country. Trump's natural reaction is that if there's a discussion void in room, he jumps to fill it. That's what I was saying because there was silence and Trump wanted to fill the silence and I was like, "No, Trump, please do not talk. Just give him a minute. Let people see him." And I think they trained Trump to debate properly this time. Now you see Trump actually let people hear Biden. And that was the best thing that he could have done. I was so proud of my daddy Trump. I was so proud of him. Guys, the whole debate, I was so happy to be a conservative. I was like, the only time I was upset with Trump, and you guys, I have criticism for Trump, okay? So hold on, we're getting there. My criticism for Trump was this. When he was asked certain questions, especially towards the end, I think like the last 3 questions, Trump was not answering the darn questions. They were posing questions to him about the opioid crisis. They were posing questions to him about childcare, and they posed questions to him about January the 6th. And all of those questions he did not answer, especially the childcare one. He never answered that question. They gave him 2 chances to answer that one. He did not because he was too busy trying to refute whatever graveyard Biden said. The other criticism I have is that January the 6th, they asked him questions about January the 6th, and they were waiting for his response because his response was going to determine a lot for the American public. He, instead of answering that question, kept on talking about whatever Joe Biden has said. And I said, Trump, forget what Biden just said. Move to that question. That question it's imperative that you answer it. But finally he did end up answering it later because they asked him a question again. But man, I was like, Trump, please do not just brush over that because it makes him look bad. And you guys know he looked bad. He looked like he was trying to avoid the question. You know what I mean? So that was my criticism of Trump. I was like, why are you avoiding that question? Don't avoid it. Face it head on because I know he's been trained to answer it by now and he knows what he wants to say. Just say what you need to say. Don't avoid it. Don't look like you're trying to avoid it or run from it. So that was my criticism. That's the only times that I was upset with him was towards the end when he was avoiding answering the questions. Larry, graveyard Biden. Seriously, I mean, listen. What else do you want me to call him? Okay, the man looked like he was about to croak on stage. When he stopped talking, I for a second, just for a quick second, I thought, is this man going to die in front of everybody live on TV? I really did think that because he was unable to pull himself back. He couldn't get his sentence back. And I was like, you know? And even Trump had to look at him. Trump went from having his look towards the interviewer where he was like, to going like this. I was like, oh my God. Please, Biden, don't die on TV. I was like, please don't die on public TV. Just go home. Go home. Oh my gosh. I was like, this guy is done for. He's about to croak on TV with 2 million people watching. Great. Awesome. Well, that's a way to go out now, isn't it? But, right. Keela says, I noticed that too. Oh, about Trump not answering the question? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I was like, wait, what? You said even fake tapper turned on Joe. Literally. No, I didn't see it, Dex. I didn't see those yet. I didn't see that. Hi, little poet boy. How are you? He's like, I love you in the shin. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Mm. You guys are just saying hi to one another. You guys know I'm here, right? You guys know I'm here, right? You guys can say hi to me too. You guys come to this channel and start and start like lollygagging and talking with each other. And I'm like, hello, I'm here too. I'm not just here speaking for my health, okay? I'm trying to have an interaction with you guys. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I like when you guys talk. Neil says, I wasn't timing their terms, but it seemed to me that Taper cut Biden off early a couple of times to save him from himself when he was rambling off to who knows where. I don't know, Neil, because many times I saw where Biden tried to stop the question early, where he tried to just answer the question with like one sentence, and they kept on saying, Joe Biden, President Biden, you have 97 seconds left. What is your response to so and so and so? So they did make him keep going. And you saw Joe Biden's face every time they did that. He looked so defeated. He was like, no, please don't make me keep going. He was like, no, no. They were like, you have 97 seconds. What is your response to Biden was like, Suka, I better not see my face screenshot in that position. If I see my face screenshot, I will dismember you in front of your family. I tell you, I will dismember you in front of your family very slowly. Very slowly. No. But they President Biden, you have 97 seconds left. He was like, no, no, please, I don't want to. Oh my god, that's funny. Yes, yes, old blindy. How are Joe Biden's eyes bugged but empty? I know, I know. And you know what? Sometimes like people would say that term, there's the lights are on but nobody's there. And I didn't understand what it meant. I didn't really know what they meant by that. But man, has Joe Biden really shown me what that term means? I now know what that term really looks like. It looks like Joe Biden because you can see that technically he's alive. The lights are on, but you can tell that what's going on behind those eyes is not right. Whatever's going on back there is not clicking. Maybe it's just not, I don't know. It's just, and I never understood that term. The lights are on, but nobody's there. Now I get it. Now I understand what that means. Thanks to Joe Biden. Thank you, Joe Biden. BTK says, it's true. I kept watching Biden to see if he'd complete the program. BTK, every time they asked him a question, I was like, every single time I was like, oh no, this is it. This is it. Mama, get the candles. Get the candles. It's going to be a funeral today. I bet it's going to be a funeral. It's okay. We're still going to pray for him. We'll pray for his soul. This is the end. Mama, get the candles. Get the candles. This is it. Because we are brown, so we have to do a ceremony every time somebody dies. We were going to do a ceremony and everything for Joe Biden. Oh my god. Okay. I'll stop. I'll be nice. Oh really, Larry? Suka isn't here. He's at school. Okay, good. He better be. Don't show him, Larry. Don't show him what's happening over here. Okay? You will not send him a copy of this. Hey, Amira, by the way, duh. Wait, Aaron says, I can't wait for that lip reading. Oh! Ooh. Okay. No. I cannot imagine how many diaper jokes are going to come out of there because Joe Biden, you have to admit, there were plenty of times where he looked like he was actually defecating himself. Another thing, did you guys see how Joe Biden, when Trump would speak, Joe Biden would look at Trump as if he had never seen Trump before in his life. He would look at Trump as if he was a ghost. I don't think Biden knows what's real and what's not real anymore. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm talking about? Because I think his mind is hallucinating at this point because something is wrong with his brain. It's not functional anymore. The reason why he was shaking hands with a non audience, and the reason why he's talking to people who aren't there is because his brain isn't working anymore. So I think when he was looking at Trump, I think he was trying to figure out if Trump was real or not, because he was looking at Trump like, I can't even do the face. His mouth was open. I'm like, why are you looking at him like that? I couldn't understand for the life of me why he was looking at Trump like that. It was like, but I think he's trying to figure out what's real and what's not real. Tell me that can't be the case. Tell me you guys don't think that. Huh? I want to show you guys something. I have a drink. I have a drink. I have a drinky. It's a little fermented tea. I have a drink, and look, this drink. Do you guys ever drink this one? If you guys don't know what this drink is, it's just so good. It is so good. And supposedly it's good for the health too. It's good for you. But this aloe drink is so delicious. And yeah, I drink this when I'm dehydrated, when I'm highly dehydrated, which is now. So please let me have a sip. 1 second, please. Oh, really? You have drank it, Larry? It's good, right? Neil says, did you notice how pasty white Biden was for the debate on Thursday? But at the rally on Friday, he had a spray tan, kind of orange. What? Is he trying to be Orange Man bad? Um, did they figure out the secret of Trump's popularity? Well, it has been said that tan people come off as more attractive, and more attractive people come off as smarter. Attractive people come off as more responsible or safer to be around. It's true. It's true. People think that attractive people are safer to be around or smarter, which is completely not the case because God knows there's so many attractive people who are so dumb. In fact, it might be the case that more attractive people tend to be dumber. And this is the reason why I'm happy to be ugly, because I really took time to study. I take time to study. Stupid. I hate myself. I hate myself. I just do. Aaron says, I don't understand how leftists can watch that debate and even support any Democrats, knowing that they allowed and encouraged this to happen, or any of this to happen. It is clear they're all terrible. They were under the ideology, Aaron, or not the ideology, you could say the mission, anything but Trump, you know? But we all know something else, Aaron. America did not vote for Biden. We all know, okay? Let's not forget, even though there are some Democrats out there who would still prefer Biden, we know America did not vote for this, okay? Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by them saying that we're sore losers and what have you. We saw what happened with our own eyes. Anybody who was watching the election in 2020, when you guys saw those numbers, do you guys remember on one channel it was numbers and Trump was ahead and Biden was behind? And then in 1 second, all of a sudden, Biden and Trump's numbers switched. They exchanged. And all of a sudden, Trump had Biden's numbers and Biden had Trump's numbers. Do you guys remember that? These things happen in front of our eyes, and they try to tell us that it never happened. The fact that ballots were showing up at counting stations at 3 a.m. in the morning in the back of Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Do you guys remember that Ferrari, that 3 a.m. Ferrari that showed up and dropped off all those ballots, supposed ballots? Let's not forget, there were ballots, many ballots of people who voted 2, 3, up to 8 times, supposedly. Okay? We are not going to act like America voted for this. This is not what America voted for. So even though there are, yes, there are people who voted for Biden, this is not what America wanted. Uh, Joe Biden is not the popular president. He's not the most popular president in the world, and in American history. Use your logic. Use your logic. If he were, his rallies would be crazy. His rallies would be crazy. You would see the support. You would see it. But when he was having his campaign, nobody showed up. But yet, supposedly, he's the most popular, even over Obama. He's more popular than Obama was. No. Come on, guys. We all know America didn't vote for that. And if this happens again this year, where we already know the populace, we already know what the country wants, and then they tell us that, oh, America actually voted for somebody else, we're gonna know. Okay, this is not what happened. America did not want Biden. 400 million Americans. Seriously, that's what it's gonna be this year. Mark my words, they're gonna be like 600 million 600 million Americans voted. We're gonna be like, is there even that many people in the country? Is that, wait, did you see the census this year? Did our population increase? No, no, no. Obesity. Obesity. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that. Don't try it again. Don't try it again. No. 600 million Americans. Right. And quotation in Americans. Okay. Americans. Sure. Sure. 300 million people in America, roughly. Exactly. That's what I thought. That's what I thought the numbers were. But I bet you this year, that's what they're going to tell us. 400 million Americans voted. Joe Biden is the most popular president that we've ever seen in history. This is what America really wanted. Nobody wanted Trump. I saw those numbers change in front of my eyes. So nobody can tell me. You guys remember, so I got caught up in some things back in the election time on my channel too. Even on my channel, I pushed disinformation by accident, and I apologize to you all. A lot of you guys are kind of new to my channel. A lot of you guys are kind of new to me, but on my old channel, before I got removed and I have to do this channel, on my old channel, during the election time on 2020, I pushed disinformation by accident because there were so many theories going around of what happened. And we all know that something happened, but a lot of people pushed the wrong ideas because they thought they were putting things together and trying to make things fit. So there were a lot of things that weren't right. That was, and I had pushed something that was wrong on my channel. I came back to you guys and I apologized to you all. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't know. But for one thing that I do know is that I'm not gonna deny what I saw with my own freaking eyes. And I saw this with my eyes, that the numbers changed, that they switched out of nowhere. I saw with my own eyes that Ferrari coming up at 3 a.m. in the morning. I saw with my own eyes things being counted so supposedly at 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning when supposedly the ballot areas were closed for the night. Supposedly. So you don't need to tell me that it was real, and well, it wasn't. But at the same time, we don't know exactly what happened. And I didn't know exactly what happened. Nobody does, because there are people who do, but yeah. So nobody can tell me that this was not rigged. I know it was severely rigged. Hi, Swift. He says, hi, Amira. I finally found you again. Welcome back. Nice to see you. He said, thank you, Amira. Same here. Joyce, I felt bad. You were there. I think you were there during that time. I felt really bad because never was it my intention to ever push disinformation on my channel, but I needed to verify more. And the verification that I did said that what that person said was right, but it wasn't. So anyway, but yeah, I remember that was just a rough time in YouTube, and I kept getting banned left and right during the election season, um, Trump versus Biden back then. I got banned and banned and banned again, and it was crazy. But anyway, I'll let you guys go now. I will probably come back tomorrow or Friday. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'll be back either tomorrow or in a couple of days because it's nobody's working. I don't work tomorrow and I don't work Friday, so nobody's gonna be working. I have nothing else better to do, so I'll probably come back on and have some time with you guys again. So yeah, um, you said, can you play Remix Bros music video of the debate, please? It's not gonna get me in trouble, right? I mean, it probably will get me in trouble because if it's music, it's probably copyrighted. Little poet boy. A lot of times, us YouTubers cannot play music. So, Samuel, why were you laughing in the background? Why are you laughing? Dex says, Amita, did you check my email? I haven't checked my email in weeks, guys. I'm sorry. I really haven't, but I'll check it tomorrow. I'll check it tomorrow. I just, like I told you guys, if you guys knew my life, you guys would be sending psychiatrists, vampire hunters. I really do blood hunt. So I do need to get back to that as well because that's going to keep me alive. But no, I'll check my emails tomorrow. Aaron says this was fun. Happy Independence Day. My neighbors south of the wall. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourselves. I had fun. I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys did too. I will talk to you guys in a couple of days. Have fun. Have a good 4th of July. Celebrate America's birthday. Celebrate the birth of this nation and celebrate what she was founded on. And let's try to get back to that. You know, progressives think that they know it all. They're doing so, oh, we're changing everything. We need to be changed. There's some things that need to stay the same. I guess that's it. I guess I'll let you guys go. I will see you guys soon. Bye bye. Wait a minute. Did I see something? Did I see something? Huh. The record setting number. See, you say this right when I'm closing out. See, you could have said that when I was here, couldn't you? But no, you wait until I'm closing out to leave this message. The record setting number of Americans who voted for Biden, which is not true, aren't going to vote for someone who has been charged with dozens of felonies because he tried to illegally disenfranchise their votes. You know, I think this is the same type of person who really believes that Biden is the populist president, that he's the one that people wanted. He's what America really desired. You keep thinking that. You keep thinking that. Keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Could never be me. Anyway, good night, guys. This is the song I meant to play, but I ended up playing the upbeat one, so it doesn't matter though. I like calm music when I leave though. Bye.